Welcome to this, our final foray into Forklift Simulator, with me, Mr. Sealy P. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back on Forklift Simulator. A lot of people asked me why I hadn't finished off what I was doing on there. I thought I'd come on and do final thoughts and feelings on the game. I think we might just be at a point where we're about to unlock the final forklift, I think. So it says here at IPS we have an extremely high workload, and that's why we use one of the most modern forklifts available. Electrically powered, 2 smart features to make your job easier. I will now bring you closer to both. Get in the forklift first. Hold your horses. Have we got the final jalopy? We have the Stiller. We've unlocked it. The 4th of 4. Oh, it's a bit fancy and it's a bit shinier. Nice. R1 and down to activate the laser. Okay. Flip to the left, you can see it. Well, that's working, that's working. So that's perfect. So you can actually see that. So you can, when you line up for pallets. Well, I've got no ignition. It's supposed to be electric. From side to side, which is fine. So as far as it goes, oh, that's fantastic. So for lining up for racking, for lining up for pallets, for getting your height just right, that's absolutely spot on. But I've got nothing. So why are we not? Do I turn the engine on? Well, that was really weird. It may I still can't move at the moment, but it was I had to raise and lower the forks. It didn't tell me to do that. I tilted them forwards and backwards, turned the lights on, and then it came up with the next command. Really weird. So it's telling me I can turn that laser on and off. Brilliant stuff. Remembering the position of the fork. Excellent stuff. It can store 3 positions of the fork. Lift the fork as high as I like. R1 and square. So you can see the speedometer. So you've got 3 squares there, so that will save those. R1, let's go R1 and square. Let's try that. R1 and square. Oh, there we go. Now move the fork to a different position. Then R1 and triangle. Okay. Let's raise it up to there, for example. Then R1 and triangle till it goes green. There we go. Then a different one to the previous 2. There's R1 and circle. Okay. Let's go right to the floor. So hold down R1 and square. Now R1 and triangle. Oh, this is going to make life so much easier. Then R1 and circle. Okay. How do you delete? Okay. If you want to change a saved height position to a new one, simply repeat the process. Okay. No, I've still got nothing. Okay. Okay, now hold down R1 and square until the first green square flashes 3 times. Blimey, this is complicated. R1 and square. Oh, okay, fair enough. So to change it, just R1 and square till it flashes 3 times, then it will do that new height. Brilliant stuff. So I want my first position to be bottom rather than the other one, I think. That's that one. But the problem is I don't want to change the other ones. I need to be at a stack so I can get the stack height right. Do I need to do each of them again? Really? Okay, let's go to the full height. I don't need to be at full height, but let's put it at full height. That's insane. Okay, R1 and triangle. 3 flashes. If the forklift is turned off for a certain period of time, saves are automatically cleared, need to be reconfigured. Okie dokie. If you want to delete all saved height positions, just hold down R1 and X. Okay. Oh, now we've got movement. Oh, fancy. Right. I want that laser back on again. All the lights off. What were all those? Lights off. Laser on. There we go. So that's my position 1. Let's try this again. So if I go R1 and triangle, take me all the way to the top, which I don't want. I'm going to reset that one. Probably going to use 2 of these at the moment. R1 and square. Will bring me back to the floor. My laser will show me where I'm going to be. Oh, and to be fair, the laser is perfect. Will work really well. That being said, right, I need it to be that. So R1 and square needs to be that. Cool. Let's drive forward. Ah. Oh, okay. Hang on. Only works this way, doesn't it? Why show me on that way and then it doesn't? Yeah, so you can actually see exactly where your forks are lined up. We've got a side-to-side motion as well. So R1 and square. Perfect. In. And then I suppose what we should have is a transport height as well, shouldn't we really? So if I go to there, for example, and then I do R1 and circle, keep my finger on that so it flashes 3 times. That's my transport position. So then what I want to do is get myself at the right height for racking. Obviously that's going to change and you can reset it depending on where you are. It seems really weird because it's quiet. So if I get to about there, I know I'm definitely above the racking, I should be fine. So that height then, if I then do R1 and triangle until it flashes 3 times. So that's my 3 heights. So I should have R1 and square. Should put me on the ground. Nice. R1 and triangle will put me at shelf height. Nice. Then R1 and circle will put me at what I consider to be a safe-ish transport height. Okay. That's so quiet. Transport mission 4. Cargo ST2B to the following DK4. Have we got one more company to unlock? We might have. So we've got our 4th harvester. We've got our 4th forklift. We now just need the final company. I need to put this down, don't I? Shouldn't really be going this way, but that's alright. Oh, this is so quiet. Oh, it's eerily quiet. Does it go much faster? Oh, it does go faster as well. Whoa, dude! I need to put this down. This isn't part of my job. Let's put this one down. Of course, there's a lot of motion blur with this one because it accelerates a lot faster. So I want that and that. Let's get that out of the way. That and that. Oh man, this is going to be like butter. We want O2. What stack was it? ST2B. There we go. So we swing round to grab our tyres, get ourselves in position. That laser light is absolutely fantastic. Now R1 triangle. Oh yes. Now maybe that'll need to be adjusted. So what I can do now, let's bring that to the perfect position. There. So for picking up a pallet, Oh, see, that's a... Do I want to go picking up a pallet? Because we're putting one down as well. That's a little bit too high. That's close enough. That'll do. Right. Where's that? Where are we going to? Dock 4. So, R1, circle. Puts in my lovely... Why? That's really weird. This has been fine up to now. Now I've got this new one. Our movement, as we're moving, everything seems to be a lot more blurry. It wasn't before. Ooh. That's making me feel quite nauseous as that's moving around. Yeah, I've got a lot more blur. This thing is rapid. And quiet as a mouse. Oh, did I miss one? Okay, well, I'll carry on for a little bit and see where we end up. Oh, it's eerily quiet. Now, I can't see. That's difficult. Where's our... Is it there? No, a bit further. There. So there, that and that. That's alright. R1 and square. Back to our transport position. Okay. We're centralised, we're good. Right, I shall continue on. Wowzers. That's really cool. I must admit, I was almost at a point where I was going to do this final episode and give my sort of final thoughts on it when we get through. And I was going to be a little bit negative because it had got a lot samey. And also that thing of progression to the point where you're in free play mode and you can bounce around anywhere. But unless there's... Once you've done this and you've got all the way to that point, you're not actually... It says you're earning money and it tells you what you're earning, but there's nothing to spend your money on. No, what am I doing? I don't want that and that. And down one nudge. Is it one nudge or two nudges? Perfect. Up a nudge. Yeah, and there's nothing to spend your money on. Once you've got all of these forklifts, and this is what I was saying, it needs to have, I personally think, oh, that automatic thing is fantastic. Yeah, it's going to need DLCs, it's going to need updates, it's going to need new forklifts or customization options. So when you get your forklifts, you can use your money on maybe personalise it. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what more it could bring, because as it stands at the moment, yes, I've played through. I've had a great time doing it. It's been good fun. Would I say, because it becomes samey, yes, you're getting a lot of hours of gameplay to get to this point. I've put quite a few hours into it now because there's a lot of missions, but there's a lot of repetition with those missions. And I'm doing it because I want to see where we end up. I'm just wondering whether or not people will be at a point where people would be kind of a little bit bored by that, maybe. Silent. What have we got? Yeah, see, I'm just curious to see. I want to unlock the final factory company, and then, like I say, then there'll be all the missions to run through that. Then you're on free play. So, stack 1A to dock 3. I'm still not another company yet, but setting the heights and using the laser is proving invaluable. I've just got this job come up and it's ST8B, so I came along the road, couldn't find anything. It's because this one's called off to the top. They are right at the top. Now you can't get the camera at an angle really where you can see particularly well, so you are completely relying, once you've got the laser turned on the laser. Now I've got it in position, I'm going to set my top height. There you go. So my number 2, just above the speedo, is now set. If we go into that, got to be careful here, don't hit the racking. Raise that a little bit. Spin it around. I've got my other heights set, so I can bring this down to my transport height automatically. So hopefully the next one we do, we're on dock 1. Oh, there's a lot of these again. I'm finding now, I'm going to be honest. I didn't think I was going to say this originally when I started out. Each one has brought different challenges. Each one has had different things we've needed to do. But I'll be honest, I'm getting bored now. It's getting to a point I'm like, okay, enough already. Let's move on to the next one, you know. I need to make sure that's in position. Let's drop that there. And then back out and see how we're looking. Yeah, we're a little bit out. That's alright. So, that's my transport position. Yeah, you know, in some of these now, I had one a little while ago and I had to take them off the racking and put them into the lorry, and it was the full depth of the lorry. Now, I know in the real world that's the sort of thing you'd be doing. But because there's no change to that, that is it. And I said this before, it could get a bit samey. 100%, it's got a bit samey. So if I now do my R1 and triangle, that should take me up to the height I preset. If I swing that in, we should, he says, be on the money. I'm not lined up particularly well, but swing that way. There we go. Yeah, we're not straight, are we? But let's raise that. Yeah, so I've been playing now. I'm gonna double check before I do finish this episode. This has happened again. I went into the menu, because I'm sure people have commented. Not main menu. Let's go to options. Then we scroll down to the bottom there. Yeah, my motion blur is turned off. I went in and double checked it. Motion blur is turned off, but it's still doing that. It's kind of weird. It's almost like it's lagging. I don't think it is, but yeah, when you get onto like what we're on now, mission 11 or 12, and then there's been a couple of odds and ends ones as well, and now all we're doing is the same thing, but this one's a little bit different because it's on the top racking. But I mean, that's the only difference. And when you're doing, you know, like 12 pallets at a time, you will reach a point you're thinking to yourself, okay, I'm a bit kind of done, I think. Drop that down, back out. There we go. Yeah, I need to come. The next one, I don't need to go all the way in, I don't think. So yeah, I don't. I'm going to keep plugging away. Like I say, what I'm going to do before I finish the episode is double check how many hours I'm in, because obviously when we get to the fourth company, sorry if that beeps annoying people. When we get to the fourth company, then you're going to have to run through all of the missions on the fourth company before you unlock free play. And as I was saying earlier, I don't know what free play will have to offer. The problem is I don't want to ignore it and say, you know, well that's it, you know, now it just becomes a monotonous grind of, if you really are into your forklifts, you're going to love it. If not, then you're probably done at this point. I mean at this point now, once you've unlocked the final forklift, you're going to start questioning your sanity. But I don't want to ignore that final bit, free play, if there is something magical that happens when you unlock free play. I can't imagine what that would be, but you know. Something a tiny bit different to break the monotony, but it's the only one I've had. Moving a large garbage can. A dumpster. That's it, really. It's been pretty much, yeah, plodding on. I'm recording this over after I did all the other bits. Because I didn't realise, I'm such an idiot, there are only 3 companies, not 4. I think I'll say that again later on. So every time I've mentioned the 4th company, there isn't one. I'm playing away like an idiot, waiting for it to unlock, and it's not going to. Okay, it's official. For all of you who've already been commenting, have already commented, I don't know why I thought there were 4 companies. There were only 3. I just went through and reread the description, the information that I was sent when I first started playing it. 3 different reproduction forklift trucks and 1 electric pallet truck. 3 different companies with a career story mode. Different freights, inspection of freight condition, assembling pallets, we've done all that. Endless delivery mode with procedurally generated forklift truck missions. Yes, endless. Driving license test and driving school. I'm going to show you that in a moment. Realistic control of the forklift trucks, realistic graphics, choice of male and female characters with first and third person view. So, I guess the thing to think about now is, because I kept going thinking, why has it not unlocked the fourth company? I got up to mission 25 in here. I think all of the other ones, I think I got to 15 before it gave me the option to move to another company. So, anyway, so I'll give you my thoughts in just a moment. Back to the main menu. So we unlocked all three companies. We worked through all three. We did a varied selection of different jobs and contracts. I've been saying this right way through every single episode I've done on this, and it's only the fourth one. These are our forklifts. There needs to be more. To keep any longevity to this game, there needs to be more. The only thing I will say is, I mean, if you really love your forklift stuff, you can bounce between all of these, and it's not like you can complete it, because it's like it's already said, endless delivery mode. Did I get to a point I was getting really fed up? I was getting really fed up because I was convinced there was a fourth company. So as I was getting up the missions, you know, 16, 17, 18, up to 24, 25, I was thinking, okay, this is ridiculous now. But that was on me. That being said, that's it. That's the game done. I can keep repetitively doing the same things over and over. If you go to the training centre, this is a little bit more, let's say, interesting. You got your licence test. Now, this is different to what we did at the start when you had to get your licence. So you can do the brake test, U-curves, infinite 8 and infinite 8 backwards. And then obviously, depending on the times, you'll get, I think I got gold in each of those. I think I got silver on that one first and then got a gold. And then you can work through those. So you then, all the difference in these is you do them in the forklift, then the C license you do them in the forklift with a weight, so you've got a pallet on the front. Then we scroll down there, you've got class B, and then you've got class A, so you've got downward stacking, upward unstacking, you've got cargo shelves and various different things you've got to do. So that will keep you playing for a little bit longer. If you're one of those people that has to complete everything, if you have to get, you know, every badge for completion, that kind of thing, this might keep you interested a little bit longer. Other than that, I mean, I'll, if we go up to why does it not let me go down there now? That's weird. What happened there? There we go. So the one I haven't done then is U-curves. So U-shaped turns again, but with weight against the clock. Raise it just a little bit. And because your weight now sticks out the front, mind you, my forks did before. Just avoid hitting anything if you can, and then go for the fastest time. And obviously you can speed up; you'll get better and better. And there you go. Not overly complicated, and then you work your way through all those. So yeah, it needs more. I don't know if there's going to be, because other than the company reaching out and, you know, saying would you want to play it prior to release, and I've been playing it since release, I haven't been sent any more information or anything like that. So whether there will be more DLCs and stuff coming, I'm not 100% certain. Is it fun? Yes, it's fun. It's a bit of a laugh. You know, it's a sort of thing you could almost play with family. You could do, you know, I mean, whatever, you know, you could be mucking around with mates and you could take it in turns and see who could get the best times or whatever it might be. You know, just have a go and play around with it. There's no longevity to it. So, fancy forklifts, yes, but not enough of them. There's no point to the money thing as well. I was just going to say, you know, if we start off down here, Walker Miller, we're running 2,400 credits a month. Then we go to the Home Depot, 3,500, and then we come to our IPS Inc., 5,000 credits a month. And every job you do, you're getting paid for your pallets. And if you damage pallets, you lose a little bit of money. At the end of your shift, it tells you what you've earned, but it means nothing. It's irrelevant. There's nowhere here that shows you what you've earned, and there's nothing to spend the money on, because as you go through, you get given the forklift trucks as you go. So I'm not too sure what the relevance of that is either. So I'm kind of torn. I enjoyed it, but only for a little while. Then it starts getting repetitive. If you're watching this video, you must have some interest in it anyway, potentially. Is this a game that a lot of people are likely to be interested in. I wouldn't have thought so. It's a very niche kind of thing. When you think you've got things like Construction Simulator, what's that new one that's coming out? There's a mix between Construction Simulator and Snow Runner. It's going to have all sorts of stuff like this, and there are lots of games that have forklifts in them, and there are other forklift simulators as well. Can it hold its own? It does all right, you know, with the graphics and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the longevity. That's all, really. You decide. It's up to you. I can't tell you what to play or what not to play. You've seen me play a few different things. You've seen me do a few different missions on here. You've seen me play around with the different stuff. What I will say is that final forklift, that laser thing, and all the things. If you've got that available, actually, that's something we should check. Actually, we come back to Walker Miller. I don't know if, because we've unlocked it, I don't think we've got it available. So that forklift then is only available. Oh, okay. See if you go back to your previous companies. The fact you've opened up all the forklifts now, and you've got that one that's got the laser level. You've got the one that can adjust to its settings. I haven't got it here. I've got no. There's no way of purchasing it here that I'm aware of. I can go on to my next transport mission, but it's going to. I assume it's going to leave me with the same thing. If I confirm it, yeah, just the one that we had before. And we got rid of the electric pallet truck, so I don't know. It's a thumb in the middle. It's not a thumbs up. It's not a thumbs down. Just a bit of a quandary. Anyway, I hope you've found it interesting in some way, shape or form. Even if it's just to inform you, you don't want to play it anymore. If you have found it interesting or useful in some way, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.